Okay, so what's going on? Hope everyone's doing well. In this video, I'm just going to go through everything that's happened post Kickstarter. So from August 17th to kind of now, which I'm filming this in early February. Just going to give you a brief update to everyone that's kind of back the jeans and kind of interested in our business, because a lot's happened and I've got a lot to share. So since starting the Kickstarter, you'll see my previous video, I posted it a couple of days ago, that gives you kind of a behind the scenes look on kind of that whole month of Kickstarter, just like some behind the scenes shots of me getting emotional when we hit our target in 25,000 in under 10 hours and things like that. So that's probably a good video to watch before you watch this one, so come back to this one after you've watched it. But basically, since the Kickstarter's happened, a lot of things have happened in which I haven't been able to really disclose. A few weeks after we finished the Kickstarter, we were obviously been working with this manufacturer for a very long time, about a year, and they were going to be our suppliers, and we were very happy with the samples that we had developed with them. Unfortunately, as it came down to sending the payment over to the supplier, unfortunately they dropped us, and there's reasonings behind it that I won't get into fully, but it was something to do with another big brand not being really happy with what we were doing, and they supplied that big brand, and that's kind of all I'm going to share. They weren't really happy that they were going to be working with us, so it caused some tension with the supplier, and they ended up not wanting to work with us. So there you go. Since that happened, we've been looking and sourcing for a new manufacturer. We've sampled so many, from Pakistan to Turkey to all over the place, to try and get these samples back to kind of where we're happy with them. And we have come across and have been sampling with this one manufacturer that we're really happy with, and been able to do even some upgrades on what we previously couldn't do with the old manufacturer. So I'm really happy where we're sitting right now with this new manufacturer. But obviously, because of this has meant that there'll be a delay in when you'll get your jeans. Now, I've held off in doing this video because I wanted to do it when I had a real timeline for when the jeans will be available. I didn't want to kind of come out with a month that they'll be releasing, and you should be expecting them, and then you don't get them that month. That's not what I wanted to do at all. So I kind of wanted to hold off as as best I can before I warned you. Before I get into when they'll be delivered, there's more than just one thing that's happened. Obviously, with these jeans, the price of cotton has gone up significantly. I think over 30% since we finished the Kickstarter, which means our costs are going to be way higher. Things like the minimum order that we initially were going to place has almost doubled now, which means that we'll have to maybe order a lot more than we originally intended, which again comes down to can we afford it, and things like that. So a lot of things like that, and obviously COVID, COVID, and the fact that these mills and things weren't operating at 100% capacity, which means that samples have been really slow to get back to us, and things like that. And when we were sourcing this fabric, it took a very long time, because it's a performance denim, and it's different to just normal denim, so not a lot of mills can make it. All these things combined have been basically all outside my control, and I've been trying to kind of control everything that I can. At a stage, you have to just recognize that every single thing that's happening right now is outside of my control, and really there's not much you can do. And so this left us kind of in this position that we're in, which means a delay now in when you guys will be getting your jeans. And so when will that be? This is the golden question, really. We're waiting on this next samples, which we hope will be our very final samples that we receive. If all is well with this sample, we'll be going through and ordering the fabric straight away. And there's obviously lead times with that have obviously been increased because of COVID. Things take a lot longer to produce now with this reduced capacity and things like that. I will be able to give you a better idea in a few weeks' time once we place this order in of the fabric, but we're looking probably at a possibly 3-month kind of delay and maybe getting the jeans in June or July now. Which is, you know, something that I had never thought I'd be saying. On the original kind of Kickstarter, I built in an 8-week buffer, which if anything goes wrong in that 8-week, I'll be able to, you know, make up for. And I'd give myself like a buffer of 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and I thought we'd be fine. If anything goes wrong, it might not take more than kind of, you know, 2 months to kind of sort out. But unfortunately so many things have happened which I haven't been able to control, means unfortunately, and really, you know, gutted to be saying it, but will be a few months delay on the jeans. Just know that I'm doing everything I can and I won't stop until you will get, you know, these jeans, and they will be 100% worth the wait. So that's kind of all I had. If you've got any questions, please let me know. You can send me a personal email, you can send me an email to the business. I'll leave the links down below. But I just wanted to hear it from me. Just know I've been, you know, restlessly working on this and trying to figure out the best way forward, because I want to give you the best product. I'm not going to rush into a new supplier and just feel, oh, you know, this supplier will do. And this fabric will do. It's not how I operate. You know, when you receive the jeans, you're going to love them, and you know, all I can say is apologies for that delay. You know, it's not something that I feel comfortable in saying, obviously, but I will be able to give you a more of an accurate timeline as soon as the order goes in for the fabric. I don't want to give you like a timeline where I feel I created a timeline before, you know, and it was all down to like a couple of days before the invoice was supposed to be paid, and that's what threw us off for so many months. So it's been basically 4 months, 5 months maybe, of just struggling to kind of get the solution, and you know, we're there. We're happy with where we're at right now, but the last kind of few months have been such a struggle, to be completely transparent. But I am happy with where we're sitting right now. It's just unfortunate that it'll be a couple months delay, but hopefully you believe me and you believe that I'll be able to make this happen and give you those jeans, and I'll do everything I can to get you these jeans as soon as possible. So for now, take care, and I'll speak to you very soon.